Hi everyone and welcome to GDPR for Beginners on Learning with GP, where GDPR is simplified. In this series, we have been talking about how to actually perform a DPIA, that is Data Protection Impact Assessment. We will take you through all the steps of DPIA one by one and make your next DPIA infinitely simpler. I will link all the associated previous videos dealing with the important terms in the description below, and they will also appear as suggestions as we walk through this video, so keep an eye out for them and you can open them in another tab and continue your journey towards becoming a GDPR Pro. For other videos on DPIA and similarly interesting topics, don't forget to subscribe. In case you are curious to learn about a topic, you can also let me know in the comments below. DPIA has 7 key elements, and we will discuss them over the couple of videos in this series and make you a pro at performing your next DPIA. And in the end, we will take a little quiz to test what you have learned in this video. So without further ado, let's get right to it. In the last video, we talked about step 1, where we learned how to identify the need for conducting a DPIA. Once you have determined the need for it, then comes the step 2, which asks you to describe the processing. Description of the processing is a detailed procedure, and no details should be left out. Here, you are required to provide an accurate and clear account which should support your decision of performing or not performing DPIA. But don't worry, we will now go through every aspect of it and get to the bottom of this step. The description of processing has 4 parts. This includes nature, scope, context, and purpose of the processing. Let's start with the first part, nature of the processing. This should highlight what exactly are you planning to do with the personal data. GDPR has described many different types of usage of the personal data. These include collection, storage, recording, retrieval, restriction, comparison, interconnection, dissemination, erasure, destruction, communication, modification, structuring, disclosure by transfer. So when working on this part of the description, one must give answers to a couple of questions. These include: how are you planning to collect the personal data, and how do you intend to store the collected personal data? For what duration will you store the data? Which members will have access to the collected data? And other than that, are you going to share it with someone else? Are you using any data processes? What measures are you taking to protect the data? Any new technologies or novel types of processing that you are using? So that would be our first part. The second part of the description includes scope. Scope should define what is the processing intending to achieve. When working on this part of the description, one must include the following points. First, you should describe the nature of the personal data. For example, does it contain any special category of data or any criminal record, etc. So do highlight the sensitivity of the data collected. Then you should write about the amount and types of the data being collected. How long will it be collected? How many times will it be collected for the intended processing? The geographical area covered, and the number of data subjects impacted as a result of the processing. With all these points, we will be finished with our second part. Then comes the third part of the description. This includes context. When working on the context, you should define any points, be it arising from within the company or could be due to the company's outside associations that could impact the expectations. The points to be kept in mind when writing the context of the processing include: what exactly is the relationship you have with the individuals? How much control individuals will have over their data? Do the individuals expect you to process their data in this way? What makes up your data subjects? Are children or other vulnerable people a part of your data subjects? Are the technologies being used prone to any concerns or, for instance, security flaw of some sort? Is it a completely new or new technology in any way? What is the present state of technology in the particular area? Is it advanced or not, etc.? Are there any ongoing issues of public concern that must be reported? Are you a member to any approved code of conduct or certification scheme? In case any of them have been approved, and that would be your third part. The fourth part of the description will include purpose. Purpose should define the reason why is there a need to process the personal data. The purpose can be described by outlining what you want to achieve by performing the processing, meaning your legitimate interest for conducting the processing, the expected results of the processing for the data subjects, and finally, the advantages or benefits of the processing for you and also in a broader sense as a whole. So that would be our fourth part. With this, we are finished with our video on understanding step 2 of performing DPIA. That is, how to best describe your DPIA and not miss out on any of the important details. In the next video, we will talk about step 3 and 4, which concerns the consultation process and assessment of necessity and proportionality of the processing. And this brings us to quiz time. So let's put to test the knowledge we have gained from this video. In this section, you will be shown a couple of simple questions based on the topics that we have covered so far. The questions will have 4 alternatives and 1 correct alternative. Feel free to take your time or go back to the lesson and find the correct answer. You can write the answer in the comment section below. I will make sure to get to your answers. I hope you got all the answers to the quiz correct. If you have something on your mind that you find difficult to understand, do let me know in the comments below. I really appreciate any suggestions from you guys as it helps me direct my lessons as best suited to your needs. And of course, in the end of the video, as always, we will do a little quiz. So stay tuned for more videos. Do subscribe to my channel, Learning with GP, where GDPR is simplified. And with that, I thank you for putting your best foot forward towards understanding GDPR. If you have any more questions, please feel free to reach out to me at gunjan.gdpr@gmail.com. So see you later. Bye!